We're on. Are we? We are live. Okay. Hi, guys. Okay, let's just wait for people to come in.
Okay. Who comes in? How do people know you're online?
Well, that's why they comment or something for us.
Oh, but how do they know if you're online or not?
They get it makes announcements.
Oh, okay.
It's you're like
Hmm.
oh well.
Hmm. Going in and out.
Okay, hold on. We keep losing connection.
Hmm.
Okay, guys, we are live. We are not calling our show Stop Being Stuck on Stupid anymore. We're looking for a new name. I guess it can be diminishing to some people using using the word stupid. So but we can still say it and stuff. But I mean, I
I
think the
think
feedback that
so.
we got it was honest. Yeah, it was honest and so yeah, we're gonna rename this live. We're not too sure what we're gonna name it. I did get like something about have to do with truth is love or something like that was kind of a little download that I got, but I haven't. Yeah, I wrote it down, and that's as far as I got with it.
I have
Anyways,
I have a I have a theory, but that when or I like to use it for myself. When someone says something that irritates you or gets under your skin or does something to you, triggers you, I always look at why is it triggering me? Like, is it because it's rude or is it triggering me because it means something? And because if someone said to me, don't be stupid, I'd be like, it wouldn't bother me that much. Like, I get that it's rude, but if someone said, don't be stuck on stupid, I'd be like, but how? Like, how am I stuck? But if it's triggering me,
yeah, yeah.
the
Well,
search
let's see.
words
Okay,
trigger
you guys.
you.
Yeah. Well, when something triggers you, it has some. Yeah. It's something about that situation or that person that you. It's something inside of you that you've got going on.
Yes.
Um. But then some people are just very, very, very sensitive to certain energies. Words are energies.
It's
You know what I mean? And
for sure.
yeah, maybe we could just, we
Yeah,
could
we'll
probably
think
do
of a
better on
nice
that
one.
title. But anyways, you guys, if if you're coming in, please, okay, so please comment, like, and share this if you can, so we know that you're here. If you guys comment or like or something, I can see who's watching and who's not watching or whatever, who's all out
Mhm.
there. I'm just kind of waiting for people to come see watching. But anyways, we are live on Facebook and on YouTube. Welcome to Claudine and Anne's just real talk. That's what we do. We just sit here and we just talk about different spiritual things, all kinds of different spiritual things and esoteric
Mhm.
things and just life and all kinds of stuff. And
Multi-dimensional
I am
topics.
Claudine. I am the creator of Elevated. Yeah, 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 just anything and we love talking about spirits and God and all kinds of stuff. So, anyways,
Yeah.
I am Claudine and I am the creator of Elevated by Claudine, and I help people transfer off of pharmaceuticals and street drugs and alcohol onto plant-based medicine. I help you be better, okay? And to get into your naturalness the best possible way that you can practice that. um, I do have my own products and I do have my own facility. And we'll go into some of my products that I have here. I brought some of my products here for you guys to see. I know it's a little dark, you guys, with my lighting. I have a light next to me. I'm under fluorescent. Still don't know why I'm getting such a dark light. It could be my camera. But anyway, so I do have my own product line, you guys. I'm a dosing specialist for a lot of entheogens, especially mushrooms, fungus, and cannabis, and all kinds of other herbs. If you go to my website, elevatedbyclaudine.com, you can see most of my products there. And then half my other products are inside my facility. Yes, I do own a healing facility attached with a storefront. I am located at 4330 West Union Hills, Glendale, Arizona, off of 43rd Avenue in Union Hills. My phone number is 623-255-7200. So please go to the website, and if you go under services, you will see Ann and I both have services that we provide for you guys. Ann is an energy reader, and she does energy reads for you guys. So you can book a consultation with her, or you can book me different things on my website under service. And then I also do a lot of different types of events, like mushroom clubs and stuff like that. So please check out my website again, elevatedbyclaudienne.com. It's super easy. Another thing is I am learning this streaming, you guys. I am self-teaching myself, and I go through a program that I'm learning. So hopefully soon, someday, hello, Nova, welcome in. I'll be able to put all this information like at the bottom of the screen and stuff for you guys. But to be honest with you, I haven't had any time in the past couple of weeks to play around with this and try to get this going the way that I want to. And again is an energy reader. She's very good. She is my energy reader. I've been working with her we're going on 6 years since we've been working together. There's not a day that doesn't go by that we do not talk through message and texting. And she is in Australia, Palm Beach. So I'll let Anne go ahead and
Gold Coast,
explain a
Palm
little bit
Beach.
about herself now. What? What
In
is it?
Gold
West
Coast,
Coast,
Palm
Palm
Beach.
Beach, and Gold
Gold
Coast.
Coast.
Okay.
So
Okay.
in
Okay.
Australia, we have Sydney, Palm Beach, and we have Gold Coast, Palm Beach. I'm in the
Oh,
Gold
okay.
Coast.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just thinking about when I send you packages, what I write down.
No, you send it. You send it correct. As long as you write the Gold
Yeah,
Coast,
the
because
Gold
that's
Coast.
like where I.
Okay, okay. I like that. How pretty
And then
is
my
that? The
son.
Gold
I know.
Coast.
And yeah, there's a very popular beach and touristy area called Surfers Paradise, which is on the Gold Coast, and it's very like lots of famous people will come and party there and stay there. Like it's probably more popular 20 years ago, Surfers Paradise, but it's still very popular. Like you get all we just had like a American YouTuber or something. He went there, and he went there while there's a thing called Schoolies on, with all the kids that just graduated from school, from high school, and they all go party there. And he went there while that was happening, and it was like riots. It was really bad. All the kids were following him, and it was chaos. But yeah, Surfers Paradise. It's a very popular touristy area for the whole world to come here. It's a bit like what? It's a bit like not California, but what's that? Miami Beach or something similar, something like that. I don't know.
Really?
Something like that. Yeah, lots of nightclubs, restaurants.
Oh, I remember way back, way really. I heard there's a lot of sacred grounds. Tim had told me that you're around beautiful sacred grounds with the beaches that you're by.
Yeah. In Australia, you kind of get lots of random sacred grounds. Like I'm probably not the person to talk because I don't know that much about like that stuff. But like up from us, there's a big hill, maybe like 10-minute walk from my house. There's a big, huge hill. My kids used to call it Broccoli Mountain, but it's all like it's still indigenous owned, but you can walk on it, and it has a walkway and get to the top of it and you can see the ocean. And but yeah, it's still sacred ground that you can walk on there. There's just up from us, like a 20-minute drive, you got waterfalls and whatnot, which are old like watering holes from the indigenous, and there are spirits there. There's one watering hole. I tell you, it's inner. It's I there is because we went swimming there. So in Australia, when like now they're all like yeah, everyone can go in them and whatnot, but back when the indigenous lived here, well, were here and it was just them, there was women's watering holes and men's watering holes, and men and women and children's watering holes, and you're not supposed to go into the other. they're not supposed to cross over. So if a man goes into a woman's, he can die, he can get very sick. If the woman goes into a man's, and this will still happen, like you might go into one, go home, and then you start having all this bad stuff, people getting sick in your family, like, or you. But there's one waterfall up the road from us, and I went swimming there, and I didn't know anything of it. And there was this big shrine to like someone that died. I didn't really look into it, but I was swimming, and I went to swim into this one part of the like the deepest part of the water hole. And as I was going there, I just felt like something like just, it was like the stop, like I couldn't go further. And I just heard it say, go back, go back. And I was like, what? Okay. So I quickly swam back. And I was telling my daughter, and she's like, oh, someone died there. And I'm like, yeah, I saw that. But I don't think it was him. Like, it was very, like, it really got me. Like, it was intense. And I found out anyway. So I went and asked Tim, and Tim went and looked into it. And it turned out, so this kid, he jumped off the part, to go into the water, because it's the deepest part, and he died. And the way he died was very strange. So he went with a bunch of friends, jumped into the water, and 24 hours later is when people started to realize he was missing. No one realized he was missing whatsoever, that he didn't come out of the water. And that last time they saw him, he had jumped into the water, and they never found his body. So what they assume is that it's like short dive something, but their breath cuts out and they just sink to the bottom, never to be seen again. So there's a shrine to him. But 2 years before that, another young man died, very similar, in the exact same spot, similar way. Wasn't, I think they found him like a little while later, but there's been like 3 or 4 deaths that this is happening. And it turns out that water, and it's all young males, that watering hole is like, not now, everyone goes there now, but back when the indigenous were just the indigenous here, it was a woman's and children's watering hole. And it's funny because when I was watching the waterfall, the men felt strange. For me, watching the men in that area and swimming, it felt wrong to me. But when I would watch the mums, especially the mums with the children, it felt right. Like it's weird. So what happens is the spirit lives, well, from what I understand. But I reckon it was the spirit deep in that waterfall, and it didn't want. It was like, don't cross. Like, I'm sleeping. Leave me alone. Do not cross into this area. Like, they're very strong spirits that live in those watering holes. But yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it
real.
could.
Like,
Is
if
that what
you,
you felt? There's,
oh yeah, it was a strong. It was strong. It was a strong. It was a strong spirit I felt, and it was like when I went to swim into the area, it felt to me like it was saying to me, like, I've been pushed all the way back into this corner. This is the deepest, darkest bit of the, because it was like the deepest, darkest part of the area, and it almost felt like I'm sleeping. Don't disturb me. Like, just go. Like, go back. Something bad will happen if you cross. Like, just leave me be. Like, that's what it felt like to me. And I kept noticing, like, up on the hill, there was an indigenous uncle just sitting there in his chair, just watching everybody. And I reckon that's because so many people, like, he knows it's a women's and children's watering hole, but everybody's using it. And these people that die there, all these men that died there, people haven't noticed that they died. They jumped off and they just disappeared, and it's not till later people going, oh, he didn't come out. Like, so he was just sitting up there watching. And I reckon just because what I've learned is when people die at these places, for the aunties and uncles, they hold sorrow. Like, they know that a spirit abides at that place. So that's why they like to take back a lot of their land, and like, because when tourists and stuff and accidents keep happening, the place holds sorrow, and the aunties and uncles who are supposed to look after that place, they hold the sorrow of the people that are dying, because they understand that, well, this is a spiritual thing, and people aren't meant to be, Uluru, people were climbing it. That's not supposed to be climbed. And if things happen, it they hold sorrow. That's what I understand. So they like to, like, let the spirit rest, like, don't have people trespassing. If it's a female's watering hole, just let the females go, so that no one's dying, no one's getting sick like men because they're trespassing, because they can't control the way the spirit is of that area. You know what I mean? Like they can't, if that's a female's watering hole and that's known to them, that's a spirit that lives there. And it's going to keep maybe taking a life every few years because it's not meant to be males or females crossing over. So the aunties and uncles, they hold sorrow if bad things happen. So they don't like that kind of stuff to happen. So that's why they'll a lot of times try and regain, for that area to be taken back by their, by their tribe or whatever they call them. I don't want to offend anyone here, but that's the little things I've learned about some of the land we have here. But you've frozen, so. I don't know what's happening.